Welcome to the Parenting Roundabout podcast for the week of December 12th, 2022. I'm Terry Morrow, and I'm here with Catherine Haleko.
Hello.
And Nicole Eridix.
Hello.
Every week, we chat about what parents are talking, complaining, and obsessing about right now. This week, we're complaining about stuff we wasted money on and obsessing about how to gamify family fights. Oh, if only. We also take a couple of breaks for an entertainment discussion and a recommendation roundup. Today, we are talking about holiday obligations to let go of. Nicole, you found an article that indicated what some of those might be. And why?
Yeah, so the article that I found was talking, it was actually in reference to that SNL skit that was done a couple years ago with Kristen Wiig. And it was about the mom who does, all this work putting together Christmas for her family and gets her, takes care of getting the presents and, showers her family in gifts, and she gets a robe in return. So the article goes on to suggest that maybe, mothers would find joy in giving up some of those Christmas obligations that seem tied to our role as mothers. And so that kind of spurred me to, on to thinking, like, what else would we want to happily give up that would bring us joy? And Christmas is definitely at the top of my list.
Yeah.
But you all.
The whole holiday or certain things that you...
Everything. Which is why I was happy to hand it over to my son and his girlfriend this
We
year.
talked about that.
Yes. And even my son and my daughter were chatting last night in the group chat about gifts for their grandparents. And originally they had each come to me and said, "Mom, what do we get them?" And I mean, they don't expect much, but the grandparents don't expect much, but the kids want to get them something. And I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to be responsible for getting your gifts for other people as well.
Right.
Come on, people. Do you not realize the mental load this takes? But then they started coming up with ideas for themselves. And I was never so over excited in my life happening.
Yeah, I find that is one of the things that I find stressful is, having to come up with wish list ideas for myself and then on behalf of everyone else in the family.
Yes.
What do the kids want? What do the kids want?
Yes.
What do the kids want? So
yes.
Oof.
Yes. And
the exchange of gifts is just stressful, period.
Yes.
Like, why? Why are we doing this?
Yes.
This is why Terry's not doing it anymore.
I think we have about abandoned that for everything. There is still some gift exchange going on with my husband's brother and his wife and their kids, and I think that we just didn't do it for a year or two, and so now nobody's going to start it up again, which is excellent. Because it's like I would always try to find ideas for people to get for my kids, and then my kids didn't like them. Or not that excited about it, even when I asked them what they wanted. It just does get exhausting.
Right.
Yeah.
Yesterday, my daughter came home, and they were having a Secret Santa at her store where she works. And she had foolishly said she was going to be around that day and got sucked into it without really realizing what it was. Originally, she thought everybody was just getting gift cards and trading them. But now she has to buy a gift for her boss. And she's like, what do I get for supposed to be $25? And it's like, I have ideas, but I don't want her to give her an idea that she then gets and gives and it's tanks. And then it's my fault. On the other hand, her first thought was to get like a snow globe, which if the person likes snow globes is a super duper gift. And if they don't, is not. So she went to the store and shopped around, and she actually found something that I think is really, really appropriate. But let me ask you this now, when we talk about the pressure moms put on themselves. All right, if you're supposed to get a gift up to $25 and you pick out something that's about that much, but then when you go to pay for it, you found out the store has a sale and it gets taken way off. So it's really not that much money. Do you then have to go buy more things to make that amount? Or is the fact that it was originally that amount, are you in the clear?
No, you scored. Just leave it. Don't touch that.
Okay. All right. If somebody goes to the store and they look at it, they will see the original amount and it will seem fine.
Okay, but what are the, yes.
It's just this.
What are the chances
stores,
of them knowing?
I don't know if you have Kohl's where you are, but it's whatever the price tag says, when you go to pay for it, it's always
less at Kohl's. Yes.
For reasons that
100%.
nobody can quite explain. It's like, wait, but I wanted it to be that much.
Right.
What are you doing?
I want to pay full price.
Went from being $18 to $8, and I'm like, oh, $8 for an up to $25 gift. But who knows? It's fine, right? It's fine.
I mean, if it still seems like the kind of thing that you'd pay $25 for, then
or you could add like a little chocolate gift or
this
something.
This is what I'm having to explain to her. Well, we have to. That's nice, but let's add things to it, shall we? And she's like, "Why can't I just buy something and give it to her?"
Right.
So.
Yes.
Yeah. In this article, one of the things that they talk about is that, you know, moms are always the one who has to take care of like the mailman, the teacher, the you know, whoever, and that I feel that is stressful. Like, I'm glad my kids are old enough now that we don't have to do teacher gifts, and you know, I used to have to do all of the skating coaches and the hockey coaches, and you know, like my daughter would have like 8 or 9 coaches, and you'd have to get something for all of them, and you have to get the same thing for all of them,
and it has to work for everyone.
Yes,
right. I mean, mostly Starbucks gift cards work for everyone, but. Yeah, like, I'm glad I don't have
candy or something. I had teachers and aides and therapists and bus personnel.
Yeah, it adds up, right? And certainly you are the only person in your household who was thinking about that.
Oh, yeah. Well, I think any gift, even birthdays, I mean, any type of gift-giving event or any kind of like, even, okay, I'm just going to you know, Halloween costumes, any kind of like, you know, anything special, any kind of special events, right? It's our responsibility. It's just automatically our responsibility.
And then at the same time, we feel it reflects on us.
Yes. It's so stressful.
My husband will get gifts for our own kids, but it would never really occur to him to get things for a teacher or a coach or whatever.
Yeah.
No, that would just not happen in my family.
And nor would he ever think to send greeting cards.
Oh, yes. I haven't done that in ages. Thank goodness.
No, me neither.
I try. I often do it just because I like to get them.
Yes.
Although I will say this year I've gotten like 2, and usually by, you know, mid-December I've gotten quite a few. So I think fewer and fewer people are doing them. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like last year, I just was like, I can't face it. I'm not doing it.
Yeah.
So. It was such a slog.
Yeah. I still might do it this year. I don't know. It's on my list as a...
No, take it off. It's okay.
The thing now you do is you put up a family photo shoot on Instagram, and that is your Christmas card.
Right. Yeah, but I don't have any pictures.
That's what the celebs do. Here's our family Christmas card.
This is true.
To our millions of fans.
One of the... I said we had 2 cards. We actually have 3. Because one of the ones we got is because my husband has like just a temporary little side job working for, let's say, a professional sports organization. And one of the athletes gave cards to everybody. So we have a card. We have a card from a player
Oh.
with like a whole picture of his family and everything.
Tape that puppy up to the wall.
Oh yeah, it's on
Wow.
display.
Yes.
It's on display. So-
It's gonna get framed.
but I don't think that person is expecting a card in return.
Probably not.
Pretty sure they're not.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yes.
You got to figure that for every person who says, well, they didn't send me a card, I'm not sending them a card, there's a person who looks at your card and goes, dang, they're still giving out cards. Why do they do this?
And the thing is that like a lot of the people that are still on my list are like my husband's elderly relatives that don't have Facebook.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
So
Right.
Get them one of those picture
like
frames.
but did
that
you
can-
notice I said my husband's?
Oh, that's true. There is always somebody who's not gonna. I don't know. I was looking at that article and about all the things that moms feel obligated to do, and I certainly felt obligated to do them many a time, many a year. But a lot of that stuff is voluntary.
Yes.
We care about it, and really nobody else does. You know, do you have to have the hand-baked and perfectly iced cookies? Could you get some at a bakery? Could you just get some slice and bakes? Could you know,
Yeah.
maybe you have a recipe that everybody loves, but probably they just want to eat cookies. You know, the Christmas cards is one. There may have been a time when it was more de rigueur than it is now, but really now, if you're doing it because you want to. And, you know, a lot of the stuff, I think, we could just put down and nobody would care. And in fact, some people would probably be very happy. I mean, we stopped decorating the house and absolutely nobody cares.
Right.
It's just, I was doing it because I thought, this is what we do.
Right.
And, you know, every year there was fewer and fewer people saying, oh, here, let me help you hang ornaments. And more and more people saying, oh, man, we got to take this stuff down now. And my husband has to go up into the attic. And it's like, maybe we don't.
Yeah,
Possibly
my
we don't.
kids are not. I'm the one doing all the ornaments.
Yeah.
And putting them all on and taking them all off, which, as you know,
Right.
is a lot of work.
It is.
But I still want it. I still want
Yeah.
it done. But you know, I would like somebody to do it with me.
Yeah. It does
Right.
somewhat
Somebody
give me
other
joy.
than Bing Crosby, which is who usually keeps me company.
Oh, I used to listen to the Muppets Christmas album. It was my tree hanging thing. Nobody else but me cared.
Right.
But I do get some joy out of like the old ornaments that I've had forever and seeing them again. But not that much.
Not enough to take them out.
Fine.
You could like take them out and just put them in a bowl or something, you know,
Yeah.
just without a tree.
And then they would sit there all year and it would be
Right.
embarrassing.
And then just take the whole bowl and shove it in a closet and bring it back out.
That's true. That's not a bad idea. I have a bowl I can use for that. Maybe I'll have Rick go up and bring the bag of ornaments down.
Yeah.
Because there's some that the kids made and things like that. But yeah, you
Yeah.
can definitely downsize those traditions, can't you? You don't
Yes.
really need to put the
think
tree
so.
together every year.
Right.
Or cut one
think
down
so.
if that is your way.
Yeah.
We have a live, you know, we got a tree, but it's currently dark and ornamentless.
I don't think I'm even going to put my tree up this year, if you can believe that. Like, I still have my
Well, because you're not going home.
decorations. I still have my Thanksgiving stuff up. Like, I've not been
yeah.
home the last 2 weeks, so I am like so far behind. And maybe everyone's just going to get a gift card this year. I'm just going to have to deal with it.
Yep.
It's going to be the year. of gift
Venmo
cards.
everybody. Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Yeah.
Well, the good news for me is that my husband's brother and our niece are coming to visit, so he is motivated to work on the decorations because he wants
Oh, okay.
he wants them to be up for when his brother comes. So
Right.
that is
Well,
helpful.
That's all that needed to happen, huh?
That's right. Oh well, you know, we make it work.
Yeah. I just noticed the other day that there is a bunny in the front window of our house that
A bunny.
theoretically must have been there for Easter. Not this year. Not at least more than a year ago it got put there. And I just
Oh my gosh.
stopped noticing. And the other day I looked at our front window. I'm like, there's a bunny. Those are bunny ears. Why is there a bunny?
Well, now just put a Santa hat on the bunny.
That's
and
right.
you're
Or,
good
you know,
to go.
could you put like one, I could put one decoration for each season and then we're covered.
Right.
Put a heart, a bunny, a turkey, and a Christmas tree.
And then just
That's
put some
funny.
kind of like frame around the appropriate
That's right.
one.
Shine a light on the right
Right.
one.
Exactly.
Yeah. Let it go, moms.
Yeah. Let it go. That's our message to you. And and that's it for today's round 1. Tune in tomorrow for our entertainment themed round 2 and later in the week to find out what we're complaining about, obsessing about, and recommending right now. We're always interested in what you have to say, so drop us a comment on our website, our Facebook page, or Twitter, where you'll find us at Roundabout Chat.